Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome to a video update. Today is June 1st, which means that my Let's Play channel turns 1 year old today. To celebrate, I have a cheeky wee glass of gin. This is a pink grapefruit and elderflower. It is delicious. So first things first, cheers. This is really good. 10 quid from the co-op, that's a good deal. Now then, also, if you see me constantly looking down into the side, that is because I have my notes over here. I didn't want to ramble on. I wanted to try and keep this concise. Now that KallistaPlays has turned 1 year old, I wanted to keep you all updated on what's been going on. So, first things first, state of the channel. Currently, I have 33 Let's Plays, 30 of which are complete. I think that is amazing. I think I have done really well with my channel so far. I am so proud of how it has grown and evolved over this year. I'm just really happy with it, to be very blunt. I had 2 goals when I started my channel for the year. Goal number 1 was that I wanted to stick to my schedule, 10 videos every week for a year. And I am very proud to say that I stuck to that schedule. I have uploaded 10 videos every single week, and it has been very stressful at times, but I stuck to it, and yeah, I'm over the moon with that. My second goal was 100 subs in a year, and as of the time of this recording, I am at 93. I am beyond thrilled with that. That might sound weird, but I am so close to that 100 sub goal. My boyfriend, who I don't tell you this story to slag him off, he has been so wonderful and kind and supportive. But when I told him that goal at the very beginning of my channel, he kind of said, "Sweetheart, I love you and I'm sure you'll do really great, but you're creating a long-form Let's Play channel. Those are generally slow burns. You probably will only have 30 subs after a year, maybe 40 because I believe in you, but you're probably not going to get anywhere close to 100. So the fact that I am 7 off that, I think is great. I think the reason why I maybe didn't get my 100, I don't think I marketed myself as well as I could have. I could have started using Twitter sooner. I only started using hashtags with Dragon Age 2. I think if I had done that sooner, I would have gotten my 100. It is a little bit frustrating because it's like the finish line is like right there. If I craned my neck out, I could maybe lick the finish line, but like it's so close. I know that in 2021 and the beginning of 2022, I will achieve that 100 subs goal. I know I will. And speaking of new goals, what are my goals for year 2? I want to keep up my 10 videos a week. I think that is sustainable for me. I don't... Like I said, it's been stressful, but not stressful to the point where I felt burnt out. So I think that is attainable. I think it is achievable. And as for subscribers, I think I want to double what I have now. I want 180 subs by this time next year, and I'm gonna get it. I failed at year 1, I will succeed at year 2, I am optimistic. Now, before we go any farther with this video, I would very quickly like to thank you. You who are watching this video right now, you who enjoy my content, thank you ever so much, because really this is all down to you. I can only go so far, you take me the rest of the way, and I cannot possibly put into words how grateful I am every single time I receive a comment saying, "Oh, I really like this, Callista," or "This was a great video, Callista. I'm really enjoying this series." It means the world to me. I don't think you realise how much you mean to me, because you out there at your computer, at your phone, at your TV maybe, you provide me with so much purpose. And that really has gotten me through what was a very tough year in the end. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I genuinely really mean this. Thank you ever so much. Whether you're subscribed, not subscribed, whether you just like to look in the background and never like or comment or whatever, thank you so, so much. It really does mean the world to me. Now then, what are future plans? That is a good question. Well, what am I doing currently on the channel? Dragon Age 2, I think I'm about halfway through Act 1. And, you know, I'll be with that game for a little while. After that, we have Dragon Age Inquisition, and I'm hoping that I can get a new computer before the year is out, which means I will be able to play bigger games, shinier games like Dragon Age Inquisition, because if I'm bringing that to my channel, I want it on the fanciest graphics. I want some nice mods to go along with that. So, fingers crossed for all of that. Danganronpa, that's a long game. I am going to be playing that for a while because I've only just started it. But once I am finished with Danganronpa, what I want to do is I want to finish Trigger Happy Havoc. Then I want to play Life is Strange Season 1. Then I'm going to play Danganronpa 2. Then I'm going to play Life is Strange Season 2. And then I'm going to play Danganronpa 3. That is the long-term schedule with that. And on the weekends, I am playing The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, which was a request by Hales. Thank you very much for that. Afterwards, I have received requests for a couple more FMV games, Erica and The Complex. I also want to play, I don't exactly know if play is the right word. It's an interactive novel called The Wayhaven Chronicles, and I'm really interested in that. So I'm kind of up in the air whether I'm going to play the other two FMVs and then the interactive novel, or maybe I could, you know, break them up a little bit. I'm still not entirely sure. We'll have to see how I feel at the time. And then after that, I'm really not too sure. If you have any requests for games that I might enjoy, please do feel free to leave them in the comments. I do accept requests. I reserve the right to, you know, choose what I play on my channel, so please bear that in mind, however. Now then, according to my notes, what has been going on in my life? To be very honest, the first 6 months of this year have been a lot tougher for me than I think all of 2020. You may know this, you may not know this, I don't know. But on Valentine's Day, my grandmother unfortunately passed away because she always had a wonderful sense of dramatic timing. And that was very tough for me. I loved my grandmother very much, and because of COVID, I did not get to see her for a very long time. And then when I did see her, it was literally the Wednesday before she passed on the Sunday, and she did not look good. That is an understatement. It was tough maintaining my schedule at that time. However, it also kept me going, I guess, in some ways, because I was very tempted to take a break, to be honest, to just say, hey, I'm going on a 1 week, 2 week hiatus. I'll be back after that. However, that would have been a death knell for my channel, because once I get started with something, I'm good to just keep going and going and going and going. But once I stop, it is so difficult for me to get started again. So I just kind of thought, you know what, I'll push through it, and I'll keep recording, and I won't lose my schedule. And I'm very glad I did that. It was difficult at the time, but I'm glad I chose to take that path. May was also another tough month for me, because I didn't exactly start this channel under the happiest of clouds. If you have been watching my Dragon Age 2 Let's Play, then you know this story. pre-COVID, I was a voluntary library assistant. And I did that for 3 years and I loved it ever so much. And then obviously COVID hit and they shut down the voluntary system. That's not the word I'm looking for. The volunteer scheme, let's go with. And program, I get there in the end. It takes me a bit, but I get there. Yes, they shut down the volunteering program. And then obviously they shut down the libraries. And at the beginning of May last year, I received an email from the volunteer coordinators. And this was to all of the volunteers. This wasn't just to me personally. And the beginning of the email was nice enough, basically saying that we don't know how long this thing is going to go on for. Hopefully it won't be too long before we can get the libraries up and running again, and then we can get the volunteering program going. We'll keep you all informed, yada, yada, yada. And then it finished off with, however, we will not be asking any of the volunteers who have an adult learning disability to return. And unfortunately, I have a developmental disorder. And I would just like to preface this. I don't think they were trying to be arseholes. In the UK, the top 3 worst hit minority groups for COVID deaths was the Afro-Caribbean community, the Asian community, and the adult learning disability community. I know that the adult learning disability community, we are 3 to 6 times more likely to die if we contract COVID. And I think maybe the library services saw the spike in deaths and thought, oh, we need to preempt this. This could open us up for a lawsuit and we are not about that life. So we're just going to preempt that by ditching all of the volunteers who have any kind of adult learning disability. I don't think this came from a place of hatred or bigotry or maliciousness. I think this was just a business decision, effectively. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, because it does. It really hurts. And I kind of sat throughout May last year and the pandemic seemed like it was going to go on forever, and I kind of thought, what will I have when quarantine is over? What will I have at the end of lockdown? And the answer was nothing. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make some Let's Plays. It's not much, but at the end, I can kind of say, I did this, and I'm going to continue to do this. And it really got me through lockdown. It really did. I'm so happy I chose to start this journey. Let's see. What do we have next? I am hopeful for the future, I think. I'm very proud of how my channel has done. And I think it will continue to do well. Fingers crossed it will continue to do well. Even if it doesn't, as I said, it's something to do. It gives me a lot of joy recording and editing and talking out my thoughts. And when I get comments and I can have those little debates, I love it so much, so much. I would like to thank you again. Maybe I'm getting a bit gushy, I don't know, but thank you. Genuinely, sincerely, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.